is Nailah Blades, and I'm here with Erin Haslag of Well in LA. And Erin, her passion has always been around helping people find ways to live a healthy life, from finding more time in their day to simply selecting seasonal fresh ingredients when cooking a meal. So she offers wellness and lifestyle coaching over on wellinla.com. So welcome, Erin. So excited to talk to you today.
Hey, excited to see you. Excited to be a part of this Fierce Leadership Summit.
Yes, awesome. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
I'm relatively new to LA, but I've always had an interest in wellness and health pretty much since my teenage years, and have cultivated that to the point today where I've got a full website developed around it. I do offer coaching, and I also work with other wellness professionals in the realm of helping them with their business, because as you're building your own, as Nailah can attest, you learn a lot of things along the way. And you learn how to not make mistakes the second time, which is also something you do with your health and wellness. So I really look at life over the longer span. It's not about the gimmick diets. It's not about the crazy workouts. It's about integrating little things into everything you do every day that keep you well, that keep you sane, that keep you healthy over the years. So that's my whole approach to it. It's not really sexy. It's a lot about moderation, but it is, authentic, and it's the way I've always looked at and viewed and will choose to live my life.
Yeah, so living well, it sounds like, is all about just taking those small steps you need to feel a little bit better about yourself each day and kind of feel a little bit more fulfilled and just balanced and alive. What else does that living well mean to you?
It really kind of has developed over the years for me. At first I was like, okay, it's about working out all the time, and then realizing working out 7 days a week is, one, something only college students have time to do, and two, it's unrealistic. It's not a great way to take care of your body. So learning more, it's been an evolution, so learning more about cooking healthy, about balancing workouts, about managing time, about building relationships, because we are such social creatures that our human relationships are really integral to our overall health and well-being. And then as an extension of that, becoming a savvy consumer. So what products am I going to use in my home, on my skin, on my face? We women spend billions a year on cosmetics, and so learning which products are harmful and which ones are beneficial has been a part of my education too, as a wellness and lifestyle expert.
Yeah, so it seems like there's so much stuff to think about, and I think that can be kind of overwhelming. Like, you start thinking about like exercising, and then it's like cardio versus strength training, and then it's like thinking about the stuff that you have to eat, and it's like organic options, and should you do this, and it just seems like there's like such a bombardment of stuff coming at you from the wellness world. So what's your, I guess, advice for filtering through that and finding what works for you?
Yeah, that's a big part of it. I think, well, okay, my New Year's resolution this year is to simplify life. And so a lot of it comes back to that. There's a lot of noise out there in every single market in the area. We're inundated from the moment we wake up, we roll over, we look at our phones, we check our email. So it's just about kind of scaling back and going, okay, I made it outside today for a 25-minute run. Go me. Like, I made my own lunch. I made a healthy dinner, and like celebrating all of those little things you do each day that accrue over time. And if you do need an expert, if you have a really specific goal, like I want to run a marathon, then dive into that sort of niche area and learn more, or hire an expert, because trying to then manage that with the other aspects of your life, it gets a little out of control. So, I mean, and running a marathon is just one example, but you're saying like strength training and cooking, and just take it day by day and step by step, and make those little mini goals to kind of get there as you, you set those benchmarks, meet the goals kind of along the way. Don't be overwhelmed by it.
Okay.
You have a whole life.
That makes sense. What advice can you give to busy women who are struggling to make wellness a priority?
Ooh, that is a great question. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
I would have to say, so fresh out of grad school, my first job was working as a research analyst in DC, contracted out to the Department of Defense. I had crazy day, crazy hours, and was managing also a long-distance relationship and blah, blah, blah. You know, all the things that go on the side. You're not just working and family life. And I really thought, like, how am I going to do this? I'm going to say, on a personal note, I kind of cheated because I'm a group fitness instructor. So I was like, I need to have a reward for this, which is something you can also use this mechanism to treat yourself. I was like, I want to not have to pay for a gym membership, and I want to get paid to work out. And I put that knowledge to use. I got certifications, and so I built in 3 classes a week that I was teaching, but I was also getting a workout. So it was kind of a win-win. And that was a way that I knew I had to be there. My employers knew that I had this, that, you know, it was my fun thing, but it was something that made me a better worker, and it made me better in other areas of my life. So I made it a priority by rewarding myself. And I think that you need to look at your wellness that way too. Set a goal like 3 times a week. I'm going to cook a healthy meal at home. And then what I'm going to get for that is I get to go out to eat with friends on a Sunday or a Saturday or whatever it is. So not always giving into indulgences, but looking at making sort of a reward system for yourself as you go through it. And if you need an accountability partner for that, great. Grab a friend. I wouldn't always recommend your significant other. At least for me, that didn't work, because that's the person that I always tried to get to talk me out of doing what I was supposed to. So, get one of those friends who's like really firm and is like, no, really, this is for you and your health. So making a priority, that's my little trick, is to set up a reward system for yourself, and be accountable to somebody as needed.
Fantastic. So I'm really excited to hear everything that you have to say at the Fierce Leadership Summit. Can you give us a tiny sneak peek of what's going to be going on there?
Sure. As we talked about earlier, I'm going to be looking at wellness over the spectrum and ways that you can take care of yourself while you're pursuing this big goal, while you're being a leader in your community and your workplace, online, whatever that is for you. And a piece of that is really about structuring your day in a way that you are in control of. From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, you can structure a day. There are going to be things that happen, but ultimately the choices you make are going to impact your wellness, your health, your productivity.
Right.
You need energy. Oh my gosh, you have to take care of yourself to be able to pursue this. Most of us are young. We're working other jobs, pursuing other goals. And to be able to just not come home and feel lethargic, like you want to lay on the couch after an 8-hour workday, takes some drive. It takes some motivation. You've got to find time to eat well. You've got to find time to even just get on a 20-minute walk once a day. And doing these little things are sort of the aggregate sum that get you to that big goal, whatever it is.
Right.
So that's a lot of what I'll be talking about. I'm still putting all the pieces together, but I'm so excited to talk to this group. And really, really looking forward to this day.
Fantastic. And so my last question for you is, what does fierce leadership mean to you?
Oh, it means women taking on the world. Really, it means being intellectual, being compassionate, and bringing all those things that make us so wonderful into our lives, into our relationships, into the roles we take, and the leadership positions that we have. So I think this group is so well-rounded, and I'm excited to learn so much from people who are speaking and people who are attending. So I think it's just going to be a great place to learn, to grow, and to connect.
Yay! Woo! So I'm, again, totally excited. I can't wait. I can always figure out how to balance my own wellness better. So I'm excited to hear everything that you're going to be talking about. And for everyone else out there, you guys need to hear it too. So make sure to sign up at the Fierce Leadership Summit, fierceleadershipsummit.com. Register, get your ticket right away, and be there on March 25th so we can learn everything that Erin has to offer us. Thanks so much, Erin.
Thank you.